Hey guys and girls, back again. Apologies for the glitch in the stream there. YouTube's always also having a little bit of fun trying to get sorted. So we're kind of stuck on Facebook and Twitch, I believe. So according to Stream or Restream, it seems to be working. But look, we'll just kick along anyway. It doesn't matter. So today, well, as you know, I'm gonna be making a Primaris Aggressor build. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut across to the main desktop. There we go. And we're going to have a little bit of a look-see. So I've got the sort of student version slash, beginner version of Autodesk 3D Studio Max, which is what the guy over in India used to make the model. So we're just going to load that up. And Rick John, thanks mate for liking the video or the stream. So alright, so anyway, we're going to sit here for about 300 years waiting for this to load because my poor little computer is just chugging along right now. Alright, here we go. Finally, yes, we're up there. Alright, let me just bring the chat up just in case actually anybody wants to talk to me. So, oh no, we're still waiting. Come on, you can do it. You can load. I know you can. There we go. Alright. So I'm just going to bring in the recent model of the Primaris Aggressor. And have a sip of my beer while I wait for it to load. Angela Morgan, thanks very much for liking the stream. Alright. So, okay, here we are. We've got him up finally. Alright, so now I actually want to be able to break him down into bits and pieces. But as you can see, I think his polygon count is way too high to be throwing through Armorsmith and getting any type of, realistic object out of it. Oh, mind you, it'd end up quite detailed, that's for sure. But he's done an amazing job at actually modeling this thing up. But, let's see if I can... Oh, wrong button. Let's see if I can grab some things here and move them. Now, it's been a long time since I've used this program, so... Alright, so we're going to start just dissecting him out into its individual components and see what we can actually come up with. So that looks like his backpack piece, but he's missing these two little side bits on the backpack. So... we're going to bring that back in there and see if we can grab those two little bits as well. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. Yes. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. So now I'm just going to see what that actually was. Why did he make big blocks out of those things? That's a bit weird. It's very weird. Oh, that's okay. I can shrink those down at some point. So feel free to chat to me, guys, while I'm kind of fiddling around with this. I've got the chat up on the side. I can see what's going on. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Andrew, thanks for liking the stream, dude. So... alright, so we're going to move the guns out, I think. Or should I say the ammo packs. We'll shift those all the way out, and we'll shift the rocket packs out as well. Actually, what I should have done is shifted the entire backpack out. Let's try that again. 1, 2, oh, actually, We don't need. We'll have that one, we'll have that one, and we'll have that one. That looks like the complete backpack. Alright, so we'll move that out. And there we have the Primaris backpack. To me it looks a little thick. That's okay, we can work with it. Pat, this is actually 3D Studio Max 2020, the student edition. I'm only using it, and I really suck at it because the guy that built the model for me over in India used 3D Studio Max. Personally, I'm a SolidWorks guy, so I like SolidWorks. I like my my clarity of objects and things like that I can get into. So we're just going to move the his missile launchers off. Okay, so there's the missile launchers gone. Now we're starting to get down to the nitty gritty of the dude. Now, if I move this hutch off, he should start looking like a standard Primaris with some big shoulders. Should. Kinda, maybe. Alright, so there's definitely going to have to be some extras I'm doing, or going to have to do, to clean him up. Like this helmet, for instance, or should I say the chest? Whoa, where'd you go there? The chest piece inside here, it looks like it's a very big hole. Very big hole. So, as always, when you come down to this sort of stuff, you want to be able to modify on the fly while you're actually doing it. Alright, so we're going to move his shoulders forward, and he's got sub shoulders, so we're going to move him way forward, and move the sub shoulders forward. And cool, he hasn't got upper arms. That's alright. So in that case, we will move the entire arms off to the side. So now we're starting to break him down a little bit. Hands. Whoops, no, wrong one. Hands. Alright. So move the hands way off to the side. Now, as we're pulling this thing apart, now it took nearly 2 months for the guy to make it. Because he didn't speak much English. I definitely didn't speak Hindi. So we were having a lot of fun trying to sort out the language barrier. But in the process, now we've gone into save mode. Autosave. In the process, we finally churned through all the bits and pieces. Like, the amount of reference material I had to send him was ridiculous. But I think it's almost to a point where if I do simplify the model, I'll be able to make some decent patterns out of it and make a decent costume out of it. Luke, yep, thanks mate. I love it too. Oh, he's got pants, look at that. He's got wrinkly pants. Alright, so there we have some form of undersuit we're going to have to work out, maybe. I'll figure something out. Now there's a stomach plate there. I don't like that stomach plate, so I'm probably going to do something with that later on. Alright, belt. Cod piece. Now here is where we're going to run into trouble, because he's made a solid piece of nuts. Okay, so we're going to have to probably remodel this whole piece here and turn it into something respectable. Whoa. So in the meantime, we will get the chest out of the road. If I can get him into position. There we go. Come on. Oh, wrong button. Alright, now we get the helmet out of the road. So now we're starting to break him down into little tiny bits. Ugh, wrong button again. Oh, that's better. How to design and make you a custom marine for 3D printing. My own custom squads. Yeah, look, the thing is, to get a mini done up is fine because it's all one object. So it's not as complicated. But as you can see, because I'm going to be making this guy into a costume, he literally had to make each individual part. Actually, we're going to leave that on there, Control Z, because it's all part of the leg. There we go. So there's the thighs, and then see, now we're starting to get down into the little bits and pieces. So that whole cod piece is going to have to get rebuilt from ground up. But I kind of expected that. It's almost like a centerpiece that's required. Alright, so I don't know. Oh dear Godfather. Yeah, I'm going to have to export these one by one and take them into Blender and fiddle with the meshes quite heavily. See, that's the type of mesh style that I want. So, you know, you can work with that inside Pepakura and things like that. But as soon as you click on anything else, it's like, holy crap, that's a lot of polygons. I don't want to have to sit there joining those together. John Hines, hey buddy, how you doing? Thank you for the like. Oh, you got to make it in separate shells. Okay, yep, I see. Yeah, this, I mean, I'm looking at how this model is put together, and you know, the guy's done a great job for what he had to work with. And honestly, he was working with me, and I was getting quite frustrated with him. And I apologise intensely, and did apologise. But at least the basic shapes are correct. So, but it's like, for instance, these boots. You know, if I want to say, for instance, what we're going to do is we're going to delete a bunch of shit. Actually, we're going to delete a whole heap of stuff. And I've got this model saved, so I don't have to worry about it. So, and we should be left with a pair of boots. So, these pair of boots are together. Isn't that pretty? Alright, so they don't necessarily work as boots, do they? But that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to export that. Dum, dum, dum. So if you don't mind me asking, Pat, how much did you end up spending on the model? Because I just spent $250 on this model. And I want to know if I got ripped off or if I actually got something decent. Actually, I think I got something decent. I mean, you know, the poor bastard spent 2 months mucking around with this thing trying to get it right. And he's also doing me a huge favour, and he's making it low polygon for me as we speak. So I can't really complain that much. Alright. So into the millions and millions of folders. Okay, now we're just going to make it... Whoop, what the... Wrong button. Ugh. Okay, we're going to call this low poly. Hang on. We'll call it modded parts. Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't want an FBX file. I want an OBJ file. Or an STL, it really doesn't matter. OBJ might keep the parts relatively separate, which will help out a lot. Call him Primaris. Aggressor boot. Export. Woohoo! There we go. Yeah, maybe for the next one would be good, but the hardest thing is 260 US. Okay, well that's not bad. And he's into 40k. That would have been really helpful. I mean, seriously, having somebody that's into 40k would have helped me out tremendously. This poor Indian guy didn't know shit about 40k. I don't even think he realized it existed. Okay, Blender. So Blender's free program. It's good. It's wonderful. It's what we like. We like free. So get rid of all the appropriates, and then I'm going to import OBJ. Where? Oh, there you are. OBJ. We'll go up a folder. Modded parts. 19 meg? That's huge. Mario, hey buddy. Yes, I'm going to be making a Primaris armor. Primaris Aggressor armor. So, alright, so we've got our objects. We're going to go into edit mode and see what pops out. Whoa. Yucky. Ah, now, if only I could remember what the shortcut key was that I was after. No, I've lost it. Crap. That's okay. So, as you can see, this is a frightening amount of polygons here. Like, scary number of vertices. Way too many. So, you know what we're going to do? We are going to go back to object mode. Edit mode. Should select. No, come on. Select all. Thank you. Now, there is a way to do it in this. Somewhere. Aha! There it is. Nope. That's not what I want. No. Nope. I'm going to go to a different program. Mario, thanks, mate. I love my Terminator armor too. Just because I feel psychotic that I actually did it. So I'm going to go to Mesh Lab. And I'm going to take the object into Mesh Lab. And actually, before I take the object into Mesh Lab, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of one of these suckers. And systematically, what was the button to select? Yeah, I'll figure it out. For now, I'll just clean it up like this. There was something. It was like select. Could have been under select. Hang on. Select linked? No. Could have been select linked. That's okay. We will just burn them away piece by verticized piece. I know it's one of those pain in the ass things that when I was talking with Desiree over in Switzerland, she said, no, actually, sorry, no, it wasn't Desiree. No, sorry. It was, I was talking to somebody in UK about this sort of stuff, and she said, oh, you just do this. And it was like the God shortcut key for selecting stuff. It literally just reduced down my work from hours upon hours sitting on this stupid program trying to delete things like this to mere minutes And so I could fly through separating up an object in no time at all. Come on, there's only one left. Nope, there's more than one left. Now we got them all, yay! So we got one boot left, alright. So, we can go file save. No, not Blender file. Okay, cancel that. File, export. As OBJ. And modded parts. And that one. Alright, so we've reduced it down to one boot, which is what we're after. So now we're going to go into Mesh Lab. And I hate this program because it really sucks. Alright, so we'll just go to quick access because it will be not in quick access. Of course it's not. You pain in the arse. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, cosplay, Warhammer, Primaris. Yes, it's got materials, I know. Okay. So we've got the boot there. Hi Samantha, how you doing? Alright, so now there is a way to do this, which is called remeshing and simplification. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quadratic edge collapse decimation. We're going to take 73,396 frickin' faces, and we're going to see what 8,000 looks like. Oh, hang on. Undo. I said undo. No. Alright, preserve normals. Preserve top and boundary of mesh. Now apply. Oh no, you're all screwy. Fine. No. Import mesh. Okay, there we go. We're back again. I know it all sounds fancy. It sounds fancy schmancy. But what we're doing is we're just taking these million little triangles, millions of triangles, and we're going to try and reduce little suckers down to something a little bit more manageable. Now, I should actually turn all of the tries to quads first. Okay, polygon quad meshing. Turn to quad dominant mesh, fewest triangles. Yay! Sort of. God, that's ugly. Alright, we'll work with it. Now, let's try this remeshing again. Okay. Now we've got all our other bits already turned on. Good. Let's go. 8,000. So, see how it's made a really chewed up, messy looking, horrible boot? It's not exactly what we want. I mean, it's kept the basic shapes and stuff like that, but that's going to be a real nightmare to mesh to sort of knit together. It's a boot, they're not meant to be attractive. No, this is meant to be a sexy ass boot. Sexy boot. But yeah, then that's kind of a bit of a nightmare setup. That ugh. So there's got to be a way in here. Modifiers. Mesh editing. Quartify mesh. Nope, that didn't do shit. Okay, mesh editing. Ah. No, mate, I don't 3D print. Ooh, there we go. Hello. What was that? That worked. Ooh. That's better. No, I actually make all of my stuff out of EVA foam. So I require like patterns and bits and pieces. I don't necessarily need patterns, but I like to have patterns to get the sizing right and stuff like that. So, okay, faces. Oh, that's just weird. It's doing all sorts of crazy shit. Don't do that to me. No. No. Okay, let's take it back where it was. Auto edge. Ooh. Oh. No. Preserve smooth boundaries. But. Ooh. Hello. Something tells me that's not going to work for me because I can't see the mesh. We'll give it a shot though. Let's see what it looks like when we actually take it out of this and put it into something else. Export. We'll just do it as that again. Export. Thigh-high Primaris boots. Yes, Sam, sure. These are my high heels. Alright, so let's go. No, we don't want that one anymore. We're going to bring that same file back in and see what it looks like. What? Oh. Ooh. Why does that look so Kubert-ish? And oh no, that's weird. No, that's not going to work for me. All right, back to here, and take that one off. Takes it back to chunky ass looking. Yeah, basically all I need, David, is a single pattern. Say for instance, instead of having two boots, you just make one boot, and all you do is flip the pattern for the other one. So you make one arm and flip the pattern. You got to remember to flip the pattern, and I usually write left on one side of it and right on the other, just so I don't screw it up. And same with the legs and stuff like that. So you can reduce down the amount of patterns you've got simply by just flipping them over. All right. That is an ugly, ugly ass set of boots. I don't know about you guys, but that's messy as shit. How do you clean this up? Seriously, what do you do? Okay, well, I'm going to delete that quarterfile. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, now it just goes to shit again. I see what I did. No, none of that's working for me. I just do not know this program anymore. Used to know it years and years ago, but it looks like... Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, of course we have a problem. It's glitching out. Modifiers. Let's try that again. Hair and fur. We can put hair and fur on the boots. Digital filler and digital sandpaper. That's pretty much what I need right now. Now, what I'm concerned about at the moment is I'm trying to where am I? Oh, mesh editing. There we are. Or could it be patch and spline? No. So what I'm really trying to do at the moment is reduce the amount of faces. Oh, sorry, of polygons. So there's little ass triangles, but at the same time, I'm trying to make it more square. Not the object itself, but less polygons, but more easily handleable. So kind of like a smoothing thing. Nope, it's not a smoothing thing. Okay, so we'll get rid of the smoothing thing. Eventually we'll run out of filters. I know it's not tessellate. We want to go backwards from tessellate, so we want to untessellate the object. Can we operate on squares? No. Operate on triangles. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Hat off to people that actually know how to use this crap. Alright. It's got to be optimized. I mean, there is a bigger Pro optimizer. Ooh. That looks a little better. Thanks for liking the stream, David. Love your work. Alrighty. Protect borders. We want to protect borders. Let's click calculate and see what that does. Won't hurt by pushing, but holy shit, that's a lot of points and a lot of faces. You guys, you can't see it. It's off the screen. Yeah, let me just drag it over, and that's the hassle about doing things. There we go. Yoink. Don't need to see that side. And there we go. Look, you can actually see the whole bloody thing now. So those of you that are on phones, you won't be able to read this. But yeah, we're looking at 293,844 faces on the two boots. So can I just select one of these boots, or is it... Oh, hello. Oh, frozen. Unfreeze. No. No. Okay. Alright. I'm getting there. I wouldn't even know how to actually select something with this stupid program. Freeform. Nope. Modeling. Polygon modeling. Oh look, I'm finding new things. It's not what I'm after. See. Isolate selection. Don't. No. Stupid program. Alright. I really hate this program. Oh, it's horrible. So, merge vertices. Oh, hello. Merge faces. I wonder if we put merge angle to 45 degrees. Ooh. And we don't want to preserve vertices. Fuck it. We'll let them go crazy. And we want XY symmetry, XZ symmetry, YZ symmetry. I don't know. Let's click go. Calculate. Ooh. It's doing something. Ew! No! That's wrong. Optimization invalid. Of course it's invalid. Ah, it only likes 10 degrees. Alright. Let's bring that down to 5 degrees. And then we're going to take the threshold of this one up to 5 as well. So we're going to merge vertices as well. Come on, come on, you can do something decent. I see what it's trying to do, but it's trying to drive me insane at the same time. Okay. You know what? Wait a minute. Let's take that back. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Now, we're just going to have a bit of a peekaboo at what this optimization level thingy up here does. So guys, yeah, we're not streaming on YouTube at all because YouTube's screwing the pooch right now. So, but if you want to go off and do something else, feel free to do so. Because I am just going to sit here and pretty much try and figure this crap out. Or get drunk in the process. Whichever comes first. Alrighty, there we go. Let's say the vertex count down to 20%. Now we're cooking with gas. 10%. 5%. Oh, now we're starting to get somewhere, but I still have these stupid frickin' triangles that I want to get rid of. 2%. Oh, now they're getting chunky. I think we'll go back to 5%. If anyone's got any hints on how to get this sorted out on 3D Studio Max, please let me know. Because it is absolutely freaking horrifying trying to work this crap out. You know what? I'm just going to export this and see what I can make out of it. What the hell? Don't save. We don't want to save that crap. We'll get rid of that. And we're going to chill on over to Blender. File. Import. See, that's better, I think. I'm just going to get this into a respectable pattern place position so that we can work on it. Actually, we want to get rid of one of those boots, so we're just going to get him in the middle. There we go. Now, what the hell was that amazing key that I was up? What the? There we go. Michael, hey dude, thanks for liking the stream. It's a more respectable time. Now, was it Control S? Nope, not that one. Control A? No, not that one. What the hell was that shortcut key again? Ah, oh, driving me insane. Control F. Well, edges into face. Ooh. No, we don't have that just yet. Bet you was something all by trait. Select more or less. Select the loops. Oh, loops. Hang on. Oh, Control L. It was loops. Okay, found the shortcut key. We're all good now. There we go. So now we can actually start breaking this sucker down. Yay! Alright, so we don't actually need this boot, so we're going to get rid of the lot. Now I remember because my hand was over the other side of the keyboard. So to select everything in Blender as, like, for instance, the part of the object, you go Control L, which is select loop. Everything that's attached to that individual object part will get selected. So there we have the boot section, but see, we don't want the boot section. What we want to do is we want to just take a bunch of this crap up here, because we're going to have to make a big ass hole in here. And oh, for shits and giggles, Control Z. Select. Ah, there we go. Select. So actually select all of that there. Get rid of some of these. Now what we're going to do is we're going to probably muck around and make several parts up as we go. Yeah, we'll get rid of those two. Why not? They're bugging me. Alright. Did I tell you how much I hate working in 3D? Actually, we'll leave those guys. That just starts to look messy. That looks good. Alright, so delete faces. So we just made a big ass freaking hole in there. And now we're going to start having fun cleaning up the hole and making it a little bit more usable and functional, I guess, as a shoe. So in this case, we want to go back to vertices and we want to start selecting vertices and moving little bastards around. So pretty much straightening things up, so it's a more practical object to work with. So this is where your XY setup starts getting really handy. Let's just drag that down. Where you can actually, successfully move stuff around. So we can go to the X and we can slide it along, and then, it just makes life so much easier if you can just grab and go, instead of trying to spin around in 3D and trying to work out what's going where. But so here, alright, so what we've got here at the moment, we've got a hell of a mess going on. as far as all these lines, and we want to get rid of a lot of this crap because we're not going to use all of this, all these funky little triangles. We want to get rid of as many as we can. So in this case, we're going to select specific lines like for, whoa, I'm still on move. Hang on. I'm going to select specific lines like those three. Then we're just going to right click and we're going to go dissolve edges. And so that's actually just dissolved the edge completely. Now it's also made the object a little bit funky. So what we'll do is we'll dissolve that edge and these three edges here. Now it's made it more practical. So in this same thing, we're going to dissolve these two. It's starting to get a little bit weird up here, but we can work with that as we go. So in here we start getting that squarish look that I was talking about that I wanted. Albeit it's still messy as crap. But we'll clean it up. Because what we're doing is we're creating a line that goes all the way along. And you guys can't even see what I'm pointing at because I haven't turned the mouse cursor on. Alright guys, give me 1 second. No wonder. Alright, so give us, there we go. Now you can see my mouse moving around. Alright. So, yeah, alright, where are we up to? We're selecting lines and dissolving edges. Ew, that one went ugly. Alright, get rid of those. Alright, so in this case, I probably want to move that one across so I can create a bit of a square there. I'll move that one down because that whole line's going to come down to this point here. And then I can get rid of these three and these two. Ooh, that just turned a little weird. We'll go with it. Hang on, hold the phone. Alright, I see what's going on here. Let's go across to vertices, and I'm going to select this vertice, and obviously I want to be able to move that sucker up. So that's moved it up. I need to move it in a little bit, and it should be pretty much golden to where I need it to be. So same thing with this one, I want to move him down, and then obviously I want to move him out, so he just makes that rounded edge again. Same with this one, move him down, move him out. And as you can see, we're starting to get our general flat line shape that I was talking about that I wanted. Same with this sucker here, we'll move him down and out of fraction. And same with this one here. So yeah, we can go through and we can make our square block looking object piece by piece by piece. So in this case we want to move this one across to make that, and then we want to move him out a little bit. Now we can tweak around it, and we can tweak with this and muck around with it and carry on to get the appropriate lines right. So now that just went all weird and I don't know why. Could be just lighting or something. I don't know enough about these 3D programs to actually bother having it make too much sense. It's probably something on the inside that's causing it to give me grief. Oh, Pat, you got a large build 3D printer. Where are you in the world, dude? Because I'm in Brisbane. Beer is good. I was planning on, well, I'm trying to raise money to get a new printer because mine seems to not want to be that functional anymore. Alright, so we're actually starting to get a little bit of shape going on here, which is pretty cool. Now, is this the correct way to do this sort of stuff? Probably not. Do I care? Not at all. Would I be driving 3D guys nuts right now doing this crap? More than likely. I mean, I used to do 3D modeling like forever ago. And it's changed significantly. Alright. Yeah, my poor printer works on a prayer or a big kick. That's most definite. Alright. Let's see. Oh, beer bubbles. Alright. Now. It's got all wacky down here. Why is it done all wacky down here? Come on, move up. Thank you. Ah, we're missing some lines. Split. No. Not what I was after. Subdivide. Unsubdivide. No, stupid program. Subdivide. Yeah, that's what I was after. So now I can drag. Ooh. Select one dot. Thank you. Now, hang on a second. I was watching a guy do this, and he held down something, and he could slide that along, just like that. So hold down Shift, and I can slide it right along that same vector line. That works for me. So now, I'd love the ability to be able to just draw lines, but unfortunately, in this stupid program, you can't just draw lines. So I have to select those three vertices, and I actually have to say something. Split? Nope, that wasn't it. So I'll separate. Okay, shear, pull, wall, shear, connect vertex. No! Hang on, let's just select two. Oh. Stop it. Ah, there we go, new edge. Yay! We got it. It's F. F is the key. F is the God key. So now we go back to this and we can get rid of this stupid line here. Dissolve edges. Mind you, you do not want to have to... Whoa. Ugh. Of course. Now we've got a funky ass looking line here. Delete edge. Oh, look at that! No! No, that's not right. Now, it should be weld. Weld, 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 weld. Nope. Ah, merge at last. There we go. Yes, we'll merge vertices at last. At last, I have it. So now, because I've got so many fucking lines, including that one, I want to get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. And get rid of that one. Booyah. And yes, it's the F key. So if I select those two and hit F, it's probably not what I wanted to do. No, that's no. Okay, F is not what I want to do. Sam, you're leading me astray. Let's leave cut and slide. Nope. Nope. Alright. Edges. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you delete an edge that you don't really want to delete. Screw it. We're going to leave it there. Put it in the too hard basket for the moment. Alrighty. Up you. Ooh. Yeah. Ew. Ugh, I hate 3D. Messes with your head. Ink. Right, Houston, we're starting to get somewhere. Houston, we have a problem. Not on move, on select. There we go. Dissolve edges. Yay! And what a mess this shit is. Oh, we're just going to get rid of this. We'll sort it out later. Alright, so we got that bottom line starting to look relatively respectable. It's slowly but surely getting there. And this bit here, we probably want to get rid of all three of these lines. There we go. See, it's starting to shape up, guys. Ever so slowly but surely. Whatever the frell's gone on here, I don't know. Yeah, let's go back to move and shuffle him across sideways. Shuffle him across sideways. Yeah, something funky. There's something going on there. And I don't know what it is. And I don't really care right now. So, but yeah, what we're going to do is probably go through and clean up these, make them nice and vertical, make them nice and pretty. And this is part of the process that you have to go through when you're making a model, such as this. So, now actually we'll do the same with this one here. I want to move him across, and he's now poking out like a bastard. Bring him in, bring him back a little bit. There we go. Same with this one here. Oh, look at that, we just about fleeked that. Nice! So, the good thing is, we can do something really stupidly tricky once we've cleaned up enough of these bits and pieces around here. So, because we know this boot, as a boot, kind of just goes up. So, we don't necessarily need all of this top shit up here. We can actually get rid of all of those guys up there. And delete faces. And delete faces. Select a whole bunch of those. Delete faces. Face off. Face off. Ooh. Good media, actually. Considering it was like a shit budget and kind of a bit of a weird storyline, I didn't mind it. It was a good movie. Alright, so if we get rid of whoops. Okay, no, it worked anyway. Click the wrong button. Edges, no! Ooh, didn't want that one. Okay. Faces. Yep, there we go. So we don't want to go too far over. We can get rid of that one. And then we can sort of make sure we don't overlap. And delete something on the other side of the shoe that we want. Otherwise I've got to play patch up, which really sucks. All right. So, wham. And as I said, this is the painful part of making patterns. And there's probably a fast way to do it, but unfortunately, whoa, there we go. Unfortunately, I don't know what that fast way is. So I'm stuck doing it the slow ass crappy way. I don't want to dissolve edges, I want to delete faces. Alright. So, now we deleted a whole bunch of freaking faces around there. Alright, 1 second, guys. Now, we want to just select the vertices across the top. And I think there's a cheat way of doing it where we can select one vertex and it'll select all the ones around. But see, here's the problem is we don't want to go all the way around. We kind of just want to select these ones here. So we're just going to go hold shift and manually click each one around till we get to where we need to be. Which is about there. So now we're going to go to move and we're going to move the suckers up. So this gives us the beginnings of the back of a boot. That way, then obviously we can shrink that in. So what I'm going to do is, just because I think it's, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to scale that in a little bit so it angles inwards, and then it should slide underneath the shin quite nicely. Now I think I might even move it that way a little bit, so we got a little bit of a lean on it. And as you can see, we can start building the boot up piece by piece by piece. Not the most gloriously beautiful way of doing it, but fuck, it'll work. Alright. So guys, I think I've bored the hell out of you long enough tonight. This has been another hour-long live stream of me just mucking around doing shit. So on that note, I'm going to bail. I'm going to go and probably finish my beer and look at getting ready for bed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright. Thanks for coming.